Good afternoon. Due to the large and overwhelming comments from our latest episode of Let's Chat with Cam and Pat, featuring the topic, Is You Cool With Blank in Your Marriage or Relationship? The Couples Couch with Pat and Cam have been advised against this press conference and clarification. However, Pat and Cam deem it necessary to provide clarification to their viewing audience. I would like to introduce Patrick at this time to speak on this important matter. Please welcome Patrick.
Good afternoon. It has come to my attention that my comments regarding what I am cool with may have been disturbing, and I would like to provide clarification and let you know after further thought and review what I came to. You guys have opened my eyes that there are other opinions out there, and through when we want to grow, we have to push ourselves into uncomfortable points and make ourselves uncomfortable. So that being said, after further consideration and time with myself, Cam, I'm not changing. I'm not changing. I'm not freaking changing. I'm not freaking changing. You're going to have to bring a wrecking ball into this house to make me change my rules. I'm not changing. You're going to have to send the National Guard or a SWAT team in here to take me out. I'm not changing. I'm not changing my stance.
And there.
Yeah, that's it.
That. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's get into it.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Happy Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday.
What's good with everybody today?
Let's get into it.
All right.
So, if you...
Let me get my phone so I can get on the chat.
If you are wondering what happens, this is why you have to tune into our weekly chat called Let's Chat with Cam and Pat. This week's episode featured the topic, Is you cool with blank in your marriage or relationship? And there was an overwhelming response of people's feelings and
what they thought.
Ideals. And it was wild. So we decided to give you a clarification session. So there are some comments that were posted that we do want to provide you some clarification before we get
God did me bad.
into our Married at First Sight weekly episode. So let's get into it. And let's talk about what went on here. Let's get it.
Okay. Let me fix.
What happened? There we go. All right. Let's bring up the visual aids. You know I'm good for visual aids, y'all. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. Are you going to do it the other way?
Yeah.
You can try. But I think it's fine. Oh, I see the glare. Okay. Yeah. Patrick wants to fix the glare for you guys. I'm going to read it off anyway. But I'll wait till Patrick gets back and see. Let's see if the sun is shining real bright today.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. But welcome, everybody. Everybody, welcome. Thank you for piling on in. let's get into it. Let me. Your internet still never popped up, but that's fine. All right, let's get into some of the comments that were made during this week's episode. And Patrick will provide clarification,
yes.
right? Okay, let's do it. But for this, I have to get up. Because I got to get up and read. Okay, so one of the topics in Let's Chat with Cam and Pat this week was, is you cool with blank in your marriage? First topic was girls only trips. Or guys only trips. So a comment in the comment section said, okay, for the purpose for my girls guys trip is so that I reconnect with my friends without the interference of my husband and kids. That time is just used to reconnect with friends. It's also about balance. Your life shouldn't be just the husband and kids. If my husband showed the level of concern that Pat displayed, I'd be questioning him on why he's so insecure and has such a lack of trust in me. Just saying, what have you been doing on your trips that you're afraid of me taking one? Also, who hurt you? The behavior he displayed says more about him than it does about her and her friends, and likewise if Cam was to behave in the same way. What are your thoughts on this?
First thought is that how you read in your head? Is that
with the shade, all of it. That's exactly how it came across to me.
No, I didn't take it offensive.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's not a trust issue. It's really not even an issue, y'all. Like, the question was, are you cool with girls only trips or guys only trips? I'm not cool with it. The truth of the matter is, it's never been brought up. Mm-hmm. It's never been an issue. Like, the way we connect, the way we built our relationship, that type of thing it's never been an issue. I don't foresee it being an issue.
Right. But I want you to address more so of the part where she says that I'd be questioning him on why he's so insecure and has a lack of trust. With you saying you're not cool with me going on.
You guys like to laugh, right?
Does that mean that you are insecure and you have a lack of trust in me?
I'm definitely not insecure. I'm definitely not insecure. You all like to laugh. I like to make you laugh. Sometimes we gotta ramp it up a little bit. I'm not holding Kamar in the house. I'm not locking the doors.
Shackles on my
I'm not shutting down the credit cards. Like, Kamar can do what she wants. If she want to go out to dinner or brunch or go to a girlfriend's house, she don't even really have to ask. She just let me know, hey, I'm doing this. And she could do it. But if you're asking me, do I like the idea of girls only trips or guys only trips? No, I do not.
He's answering that he doesn't like the concept.
It's not a trust issue.
Right.
It's not an insecurity issue. I love my wife. My wife loves me. And that's why we're going on a trip together.
Exactly. All right. Let's move on into the next comment. You ready?
Yep.
Next comment. Pat surprised me with the girls' trip that this time is just bond with friends and do stuff, but not other people. To do stuff, but not other people. So again, to elaborate, I'll let you take it. I'll let you take it. Go ahead, Patrick. I don't want to speak for you.
Y'all can go do what you want to do. You just asked, am I cool with it? I'm not cool with it, and I don't want to hurt none of your girlfriend's feelings, but come on, I don't want to go out there and bond with y'all.
Okay, I guess I'll take this one. I have redacted the names for the privacy of the person and safety. As you can see, my redactions here. Pat's girls and guys vacation has me floored. We take female-only trips to do the things that girls like to do for several uninterrupted days while not being in wife or mom mode. Also, we have female conversations without stopping. It's not the same with hubby around. Okay, before I respond to this, the next one I also want to, it's kind of 2-in-1 for me. Pat, you surprised me. Couples should take girls, guys trips. It's healthy. Okay.
For y'all.
You can go ahead and speak on this piece.
For y'all. That's what worked for y'all. Y'all make it seem like Kamara came to me with a girl's trip she wanted to go on, and I said no. That has never been an issue.
Sit down somewhere.
Like the decisions and the choices that we've made individually and together as over time to build our relationship, it would never become. Here's why. I'll make it very simple for you. If Kamara told me there was something that I was doing that bothered her, especially she told me early on, once I make the decision that, okay, if that bothers her and I'm willing to not do that, I'm not that's my choice. I would rather do this.
Correct.
Because I know it makes my wife happy and I know it doesn't make her like we just cut all the BS out. We totally trust each other.
Okay.
But I trust her to make decisions that aren't gonna hurt me or make me uncomfortable.
Right.
So it would never be an issue.
The last comment. I'm single and the thought of being a wife and mom without a 48-hour break once a year is horrifying. I feel trapped. I take solo trips to get away from being now. Okay, let's discuss.
Yo, they don't understand that we have built our lives. We are happy right here.
This is because during that episode,
saying I'm a puppet. Go ahead, Cam.
Because I do want to say during this week's episode, I don't know if you guys realize I intentionally did not give my viewpoint. I played moderator for the special guest as well as Patrick. So now it's my time to speak and give my thoughts and opinions.
Go ahead.
So first I want to address here. Being a wife and mom without a 48-hour break once a year would be horrifying. And I respect how you feel. So I'll preface it with that. I respect how you feel. But personally, I enjoy being a mom and wife. Being a mom and a wife and being home, this is my happy place. So I don't feel like I need an escape from my happy place. Patrick, Peyton, and PJ are home for me. Believe it or not, it would give me more anxiety to be out and about on a trip somewhere and be wondering what the heck is going on at home.
Get your Michelle on.
That routine, I'd be like, I'd rather be home with my family. With that being said, I'm not opposed to a trip if I had to go. Not once during this Let's Chat with Cam and Pat, we discussed who is cool with girls and guys trip. Not once has anybody asked Cam, did she want to go on a girls or guys trip? And the answer is no. Now, will I go on a girls lunch date? All day. Would I go on a girls, getting nails and, manis and petties? Yes. Shopping, all girls dates? Heck yes. I'm down for that. But I don't feel the need that I would want to pack my bag because I need an escape from my family. And with that being said, that's all I have to say about that. So I just wanted to give some clarity.
She ain't going nowhere.
I'm not allowed to go. I'm not allowed.
Who at the door?
I'm not allowed to go, apparently. And with that, can we fix this so I can move it out? So I just wanted to put that out there. That's that. Maybe you don't have to fix it. Maybe I could just move it.
But to each his own.
Yeah.
There's whole industries built on people going on vacation.
If you feel the need that you have to have a 48-hour trip annually because you don't want to be in wife or mom mode, blessings to you. But I don't require that. And I just do what works for me. Right? And with that being said,
You sound big man.
Let's move on. Me? No, God no. Let's move on into this week's episode of Married at First Sight Nashville. The snooze fest that it is.
Yo, these people.
I have not been keeping up with the chat at all. Shannon, thank you for holding it down. Let's do our intro and some housekeeping now that we've gotten through the clarification session. Right, Patrick?
Let's go.
Let's gizzo.
I need water.
The water's on the side right there. There you go. Okay. All right. Tiffany said, Pat, we promised Tyrone not going to be there. All right, let's go. Welcome
I want him there because I'm going to be there too.
to the Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 18 review. This is Couples Couch with
Pat.
And I'm Cam. You forgot your name for
No,
a second.
the
It's
chat
Let's
is
Chat.
it's backwards.
Yeah.
So.
All right. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We gave you a whole lot on your first visit. And if you are not new, you know what I'm about to say. We do not get into the nitty-gritty details of everything that happened in the episode unless we see fit. Before we get into this week's episode, let's do some housekeeping. Shannon, I know you've been holding it down. You are such a blessing.
Thank you.
Shannon, the moderator, is here holding it down in the chat for us. Thank you so much. Be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button to support our channel and expand our reach across YouTube. Shop our merch if you haven't already. I've put the new colors up on the site this week.
Did you?
Yep, we have orange on there. We have all of the tanks are on there. So be sure to go ahead and shop our merch. Okay.
When did you do that?
Late one night.
Superwoman.
The name of this episode is called What's Our Safe Word? This episode is clearly another filler episode, and we will have a spaceship level overview. I will not go scene by scene in this review. I'm just going to go couple by couple to provide you guys a spaceship level overview. All right? Let's get into it. First couple we have is Nicole and Chris. Exhibit A. All right.
We got on a similar shirt and I'm jealous.
The couples are returning to their shared apartment from the couples retreat. Chris and Nicole immediately unpack their clothes as soon as they walk in the door. I've never seen nothing like it. For me, from coming back from a trip, it usually takes me 7 to 10 business days to get them.
Kamara has to wash everything.
I wash everything, and then, it takes a minute to get them back into the closet from there. So I'm like...
They're on quarantine.
Yeah, I'm like, how are you doing this? It's weird to me that you just take your clothes out and just put them right back in the closet. All right. Next, they dive into a safe word, pineapple, that Nicole has created for herself for, I'm about to call him Josh, Chris to use.
Yo, she's just odd. Can we just address that? Like, all joking aside, she's odd.
She's very weird to me. I mean, the more and more that I watch her, the more and more I'm like, I just flip through it. Chris suggests putting the safe word to bed and says, going forward, he can just give her a look or a touch to let her know you're doing too much. Chris also requests removing the pineapples from the apartment because he don't want to see it no more and he just can't. So she goes around and packs up all the pineapples around the house.
He done let crazy in the house and now he trying to move her out piece by piece.
Yeah.
It don't work. Like, she's like a vampire. Once you invite him in, that's a wrap. Crazy is in your house.
It's so strange. So my question for y'all in the chat was it a good idea to put the safe word to rest? What do you guys think?
Yes, 3 weeks ago when you brought it up.
The fact that he says, I'm going to give you a look, all I could think it was that Ike Turner look. You know when he did that?
This is like...
I'm like, or the touch. That's what you do to kids.
You don't get that like that. Yes, that's what you do to little kids that are learning how to read a room.
Yeah.
Or to read people's
yes.
What's going on.
Because I would give Peyton or PJ the look if they was acting up somewhere.
Or to grab.
Or to grab. Like, so for him to say,
you?
I'm going to give you the look or the grab, I'm like, no, you ain't. Because you ain't going to look at me sideways because I'm an adult. You don't have to give me no look or no grab. I know how to act.
I'm not going to give you a look. I'm just going to wait for you to let your adult person kick in. Yeah. And you could give yourself the look and self-correct.
Yeah.
And then we might be on track something. But if I'm the one that has to correct you when you're over, I don't want to be here.
Rhonda says put the marriage to rest.
Yeah.
Pat says all those pineapples in the house was tacky.
Anyway, yeah.
I concur.
Unless you like own a pineapple company or
It's just strange.
Dole or you're one of the Dole
Family members.
Yeah, like outside of that, there's no reason to have that much pineapple in your house.
Oh my God, I just can't. So that's all I really have for Chris and Nicole.
That's about the extent of the show.
Literally. That was pretty much it. But let's move on into Eris and Jasmine. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, she's SpongeBob's mama.
With the pineapples. Eris and Jasmine. Eris and Jasmine are stuck in neutral mode, right? They have friend vibes to the fullest. They have a moment in bed where Eris asks Jasmine to give him like a hard slap to see if it would turn him on. And she's giving him one of those little light slaps. And he's like, harder, slap me harder. See if it might do something for me. And she was like, oh my God, key, laughing. And she gives him another little slap. Does nothing.
He was like, I told you what to do. You ain't
doing
it.
Right. It was so strange. All right, next.
Give me a slap. Nah, no slap.
Yeah, I will give you a box if that's what you
want. What is wrong?
If that's what you want, I'm going to give you what you want. All right.
So they go punch Eris right in the face.
Who said that?
In the chat.
Oh my God. I wanna show you guys specifically. I thought I took a picture of it. Maybe I didn't. Am I tripping?
This is they always do this to somebody. Every season. Mm-hmm. Somebody is just, it's so pitiful that you almost don't even want to watch no more. Like, you're like, oh.
They play them every time.
Jasmine,
next scene.
Please smarten up and just stop.
Please.
Stop. Just stop trying. He not trying. You stop trying. Ugh.
All right. Next scene shows Jasmine going to an exotic dancing class to learn how to dance on a stripper pole. Eris surprises Jasmine at her class to see her talent. She does like a very weak twerk for him. And he's throwing cash at her. And Married at First Sight producers thought it was a good idea to put this all in slow motion.
This was so embarrassing.
It was the weirdest and cringiest scene to watch. But Eris seemed happy with it. He seemed like he was all into it. As he don't really give a lot of emotion.
Because the producers came up and gave him all them dollar bills and told him, all right, when this is over, y'all can split it. So he's like, all right, yeah.
And then I'm like, so you come in here with all these...
And that's what you do? You throw money at your wife?
Right. It was very strange to me. I was like, okay. It was a very weird setup to watch.
And the man already looking for some yams. And what are you going to do? Bring him to a strip expose and show your lack of yams.
Right. Like, don't do this. So my question for y'all in the chat...
Take him to a boxing gym.
My question for y'all in the chat is, do y'all think Jasmine nailed the exotic dancing? I thought it was a little stiff, but y'all tell me what you think.
I think it would have been all right if she was doing it for a dude that was into her.
Yeah.
It just is sad.
Yeah.
Anything she does to, like, try to get him to like her, it just, at this point, it's just...
It's too much.
The producers are doing pineapple. Producers, pineapple. You're doing too much. Let
Ari
these people
says
be.
No. Pat says no. Shannon says Gina was so misplaced. Gina, I don't know what she was giving.
She should have been given another
NTR
husband. Eris is not for the show.
It was giving amateur night at the Pink. What is that? Do you know what that is?
Just look at me. Fast forward that part.
Jeff Lynn says they fast forward that
part. What
part.
were the fishnet shorts on the instructor? What explain.
I don't know why she chose that.
You're already in a bathing suit, like
you might as well have gone without the shorts over the fishnet over it. Betty said she was all right. I think she was uncomfortable doing it. She looked out of place.
That's why I said if she was doing it for somebody that would have been appreciative of it and not... Why is the only time Eris gets excited is when he talk about what he gonna say to his wife on the first night or with the strippers at the bachelor party, or with his wife on a pole. Those are the only time he's shown any excitement the whole season.
It's true. He gave nothing else from there. NTR clarified that it's the Pink Strip Club from P-Valley. I have not watched the P-Valley series at all, so I have no idea, but I heard that that series was something else to be had.
Let's go rent a hotel and watch the series over a 48-hour weekend.
Stop. Okay, let's move on into the next couple, which is Shaq and Kirsten. Let me get them up on the screen here for y'all, because this here is so strange. Shaq and Kirsten.
P-Valley. What is that on?
P-Valley, I think it's on Stars, actually. I believe it's on Stars, or in Stars.
Pat, I don't think it's her uncomfortability. It's because she's dancing in front of a guy that she deep down knows
don't like her.
Is not into her.
Yeah,
like,
and she's trying to do this. And it could be the fact that she knows millions of people are going to watch this too, because that would be strange unless you're just comfortable with your twerking skills. Hers.
Speaking of twerking skills,
really,
Gina's knees are about 3 years younger than I thought they were.
Oh, because she got down
Yeah,
with it?
she bounced a little bit.
She got down
Don't
with
say
it?
that shit. Body image issues. Like, girl, that ass jiggling. She's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He called me fat.
Yeah, no.
No, it's a compliment.
Yeah, she gave it something.
Yeah, I thought her knees was at least a 2007.
You know
like they might be in the teens.
You know what?
Few oil changes. She got some more miles left in the knees.
Next couple. You ready?
Flopped.
Shaq and Kirsten are in their apartment cooking dinner, and Shaq asks Kirsten, why has it taken so long for him, or well, it's been about 2 months, he says, for him to meet her parents and her family. Kirsten says, well, it's the scheduling.
Scheduling.
It's the scheduling that taking so long. Everybody's busy. I said, oh, okay. Okay. So my question for y'all in the chat is, do you believe it's the scheduling that has held up the meeting time for Shaq to meet her parents?
Why has it been 2 months?
The scheduling. I'm sorry, I have to laugh. I'm sorry.
Your mom did show up in Scrubs though later on.
And she did. We're going to get into it.
So it could have been the
saying
scheduling.
no. It's the scheduling that happened. Shannon, she spelled it SKEJULING. Oh my God. Anita said it's not, it's the avoiding. The artsy fartsy squad said nah, she don't want that man.
She's just playing along.
Tiffany says no, she lying. Kirsten believes that everybody's busy, and that's not the problem why they haven't met Shaq yet, because they got work and they scheduling is tight.
It's like watching Saturday Night Live when they get the impression perfect. Yo, is that really her?
Oh my God. All right. Kirsten tells Shaq that she doesn't feel a spark with him, or she doesn't feel like he likes her. She feels like they're just existing and barely talking and touching each other. So they show a flashback of like Shaq just walking through the house doing him
10 days ago, 7 days ago,
2 days ago, an hour ago. Like he's just living, doing him. And
I'm glad anybody got cameras in this house.
Because they be like, these two don't never be in the same room for too
interact.
long. And we get along great. That's the best part about it.
That's why we don't need 48 hours apart. We take 48 hours, like 3-hour chunks every day.
And we say, this is the thing. We know everything that's going on. There's nothing that's news to us that we need to be right up under each other all the time.
That's just going to start an argument. You're going to start telling me the same stuff that I already done came to terms with, but I might not be happy. Like, I got it.
He knows.
Yes.
What else?
Cool.
But maybe because they've been together
so little time.
Yeah, so I guess they have to get to know each other more so. So I will give them... I'll give Kirsten that. Maybe she's like, okay, we're just existing here. You're not trying to talk to me. You're just existing. You're not holding me and touching me.
Up until 2 weeks ago, I couldn't hold or touch you.
Right. Like, I don't even know what to do with you. Next, Kirsten and Shaq.
I don't want to touch you. If I touch you, I got to buy you a house. And a car. Nah, I don't want to touch you.
Next, Shaq and
is
Kirsten.
Needy.
Yeah,
Someone
I agree.
says Shaq is needy. It's almost...
They get dressed to the gods and go to the church house for church. It's clearly empty in there.
Pray by myself, sit by myself, third row pew by my damn self, for real. By my damn self.
For real. Terrible. That is so terrible.
It's not to you. That's to them. Just for playing with you.
So sorry. There was absolutely, and I did get a. I'm like, why y'all dressed to the gods, good God, to go nowhere? Like, I mean, unless
over the top.
I will say this: unless they went to the church and had service. So let's try to think outside the box, because the way producers make it seem like they're the only ones there. Unless they had service.
That ain't what they made it seem. That's what they showed.
and then they show either this is before the service or after the service. But it was very odd to just see the two of them. We don't see no offering plates. We don't see Pastor Jenkins. We don't see no. Where Pastor Jenkins at? You know?
Miss Cheryl with a hat.
Right. Where's Sister Cheryl at? Here. It was very strange. So they talk about how their faith is strong and they put God first throughout their marriage, and they want to be they want to be sure they're going to church often for, for the sake of their marriage, and always pray. But I'm like, we in week 7.
I don't believe neither one of y'all.
You talking about Jesus?
I don't believe neither one of y'all.
I have to agree. Because here's the thing, for somebody whose faith is so strong, you would have been like Paige at least. With Paige and Chris, she always talked about how this was God's will, and this
a lot. Don't bring that back up.
I'm like, y'all on week 7, 4 days before decision day. Now you need Jesus. Like, now you need to bring Jesus into it all of a sudden.
So they opened the church on Tuesday.
Exactly.
What kind of offering y'all willing to give?
Right. Seriously.
We got a roof fund, trying to get a new roof on the church.
Deborah, I understand. She says, I think the point was to show that faith is a part of their lives. But you're going to show it 4 days before decision day? I thought that this would be, you're supposed to put Jesus first. That should have been in scene 1. No? You should have showed that first.
They don't do.
I'm just saying. Cher said maybe they were there early. I think that it could be either early or after service day. Clearly, because somebody opened the church up to let them in. I know they didn't break it. So
doors are always open.
Come as you are. All right, let's get into the next scene. Next scene, Kirsten plans a family dinner. This is acting up today. Kirsten plans a family dinner.
And she the only one eating. Or she was just eating the longest.
But only her mom shows up. Shaq and Kirsten discuss their issues in their marriage. Kirsten's mom says, you guys need to let the expectations down and just live. When you focus too much on expectations, you take away from just living.
They're both living a lie.
My question for y'all in the chat is, do you agree with Kirsten's mom about dropping their expectations? That's my first question. I have another question for y'all about Kirsten and Shaq. Do you agree with Kirsten's mom about dropping their expectations down? What do you think? I don't even know no more with these two.
Yeah, it's so...
Amani says, I like Kirsten's mom. Nikki says, yes.
I did too.
I did too. Sawand says
her mom
Shaq's not into you.
Yeah, it looked on her mom's face like, y'all ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Like, she know her daughter.
Her mom looked like she wanted the realest ones.
Yeah. Like,
but she was trying to keep it on the wraps.
Her mom got Black and Miles in her shirt pocket right here.
Blazing Saddle says, yes, she needs to be an expert on the show.
Yes.
She would keep it all the way 100.
Yeah, she saw right through it. And she let me know she saw through it without saying nothing.
Yeah. Shannon says they need to drop each other.
Yeah.
Deborah says maybe some expectations, but not all. Jefflin says they're judging each other on a fantasy.
I ain't switching up.
Yeah, I don't know. I got another question, though, for you about Kirsten and Shaq. My next question is, do you think Shaq needs to get out of his feelings? We kind of addressed it earlier. Do you think Shaq is just all in his feelings? I want to know. I want to know.
I can't.
What?
I can't understand dudes
that are so into their feelings this way.
Why?
Because they always feel some kind of way.
But why?
They just feel some kind of way. Mumsy says Shaq is petty.
He's something.
I think Shaq is in his feelings about how in the beginning Kirsten wanted to take things slow. And
Shaq act like a girl in a relationship. Like he need all the affirmation. You gotta talk pretty to him. You gotta boost him up and how's work? And baby, you're the best. Like, ain't nobody got time for this.
No. Betty Haynes says he's making a big deal about nothing.
Yeah, he just need a nut up. That's not a bad word.
It was, but I wasn't expecting you to say that. I wasn't expecting you to say that. I think that he's in his feelings about how slow she took things in the beginning and just how she was. And now that she's trying to turn over a new leaf because it's getting closer to decision day, he's like still in his feelings about how she was. You know, he
like
said
a woman scorned.
Yes, I'm sorry, Shaq. But
like you hurt me early on, and I kept pushing through, but now I want some get back, or I want you to overly compensate for shut up.
Yes, I agree.
Go take a shot and smoke a cigar. Like do that every morning. Like something.
Yes, it's
acting like a girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I have to, what is this? I agree. I do agree. All right, next scene. Let's get into the next couple, next scene. This here, boy, I tell you, this is why you got to keep your friends close and I guess your enemies closer. Clint and Gina, right? Clint meets Mac. Remember Mac? He got divorced from Dominique. About to call her Dominique.
He got divorced from Dominique mama. He was in a relationship with her mama. That's who wanted to date. It wasn't even Dominique. Yeah. I figured it out.
It was the mama.
The mama wanted to be out there in the streets and was trying to live vicariously through her daughter who was out there in them streets.
Yes.
And wanted to be out there in them streets.
Yes. Yes.
That's that whole situationship. Matt got screwed there. So you think you'll come back and screw over Clint? No, player.
So Clint meets up with Mac at the gym for a workout, and Clint tells Mac...
That's where he crossed the line, though.
Say how? How do you mean?
Like, if you gonna go after my girl, don't come and get in my face. Like,
right, and kiki.
Yeah, like, you might, especially their relationship, like, I might let it go. Like, I ain't really want her anyway. But the fact that you came in my face playing games...
You playing in my face? I don't like people playing on my phone. I don't like it.
Rest in peace, Jerry Springer, but we gonna have to act out some old Jerry Springer scenes, because... you didn't just steal, like you was playing with me.
Listen, I ain't like it. So Clint tells Mac that there hasn't been more movement since the start of their marriage. Mac shares to the producers in his confessional that he thinks Gina is attractive. They're both entrepreneurs. If she wasn't married to Clint, he would go on a date with her.
What makes you think she's an entrepreneur? She owns a salon but can't cut her husband's hair?
We're going to get into that.
Yeah, what business plan is that?
My question for y'all in the chat is, do you think it's shady that Mac is smiling all in Clint's face knowing he plans to slide in Gina's DM? Because that's coming up in next week's episode.
There's going to be some sliding going on.
Let me know what you guys think. Was that shady of Mac? I personally believe that's shady, and that's why I keep my circle so small that I can't go on a girls trip. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
You just got what I said? Amani says 100% shady. Audrey says very shady. Nikki says dirty macking. NTR says Mac wants more screen time. Mumsy says Clint needed to drop McKinley. It's shady of production. They're grasping at straws, boy. They're trying to create any kind of drama. They'll give you a week twerk. They're going to put two people in a church house with no congregation. They... And then now they're going to put your enemy to come laugh in your face.
Because you know production is the one that set up that gym meetup.
Right. Of course.
Like, I'm not...
Of course.
Y'all play too much.
Oh, my God. So shady.
And this is why it surprises me that people keep signing up.
It's weird to me, too. And they still got more seasons to come. That's the crazy part. All right. Next scene. Let's see if I got it here. Next scene. Clint and Gina goes for a haircut appointment for Clint.
Y'all gotta have to explain this.
The hairstylist says he is about to make Clint go from Jesus to Bradley Cooper. Did you catch that, T?
No, because I'm sitting there thinking, why is he gonna do anything?
My question for y'all
I'm not paying for this haircut.
Do y'all...
Why am I paying for a haircut and I'm married to a hair...
stylist? My question for y'all in the chat is it weird that Gina didn't cut Clint's hair when she raved all season about being a salon owner and a hairstylist? And I mean, or did I miss something here? Did I miss something?
She told you she don't mess with gingers. I don't cut gingers.
I just Ari, thank you, girl. Ari says that hairstyle looked exactly
the same. He just slicked it back.
And cut it across it.
Yeah. I'm going to get this hairstyle. Listen, lady, whoever touched my hair is a barber.
I'm like...
I get my hair cut by a barber, not a stylist.
Why? I don't like his haircut. Unpopular opinion. I know everybody on social media is like, oh my God, he got a new haircut. He looks so good. I didn't like it. It was nothing to write home and tell mama about at all for me. Secondly, why didn't Gina cut it? I seen this man use a silver pair of Sally's scissors.
He's in the school. She got a school too.
He went to the student. You know how they get the free ones because they need to practice on somebody.
I got somebody you can cut.
Deborah says all stylists can't cut men's hair. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up.
Why?
She ain't giving him a fade.
Like what?
She got to pay a Dollar Tree
You can't
scissors.
cut 2 inches off?
Right. Come on, man.
I can't. I'm not at that level yet.
Come on, man.
I can do a perm and a press, but I can't do that.
She got those Sally scissors, or he got those Sally scissors. Not once. Like, where Rob at? We need to bring Rob back to the show.
Rob come over with a whole suitcase,
a ring light,
like
his own barber chair.
Wrap you like Rob come in. It feels like the barbershop is here.
Yes, he's a mobile barber, and he has his own place or own seat. Is that how it works?
Yeah,
at the barber shop too. Rob need to come in here and explain to us why a hairstylist who also owns the shop couldn't use the Sally scissors to do the exact same cut.
Same super cut. It ain't nothing. It's nothing. What is new? You cut a couple inches off. Like, you could have done this while watching a baseball game and drinking a soda down at what's the place by Pizza Hut?
Sports Cuts, yeah.
Like,
I'm very confused why this hasn't.
Shame on you, all hairstylists can't
Cut
cut
me.
off.
She
Don't
didn't
they
give a
gotta
fade.
pass a test? Don't you have to like generally gotta cut
on that dummy?
Yeah, you gotta at least be able to do a Bradley Cooper.
I want to say this. She didn't give him a fade. She didn't break out the
She didn't do nothing.
or he didn't give him a fade. It's not like he broke out the, what do you call them? The
shears.
No, what do you use to give
the guards?
Yeah, he didn't break out guards or the whole, what is the whole meat of the thing? I don't even cut hair.
Clippers.
The clippers. That's what I'm looking for. My brain went. My brain. He didn't break out clippers. So if he had did that, then I could understand. Like, okay, men's haircut is different from women's because ain't nobody really getting like clippers to the scalp that much, you know?
And if she can't cut a regular dude's hair, there's no wonder her salon is in a closet.
Shout out to Sally's. We will definitely promote your items right here on our show.
We're good with Sally's. I'm in Sally's.
Yeah.
If y'all go to Sally's,
that's true.
go to the, what do they call it?
The perm section.
The ethnic aisle, because you know it's only one aisle in like a corner of the one adjacent. But if y'all go in there and look for the Pro-Line Comb Through Texturizer on the front of the box, it's your boy. Bam.
There it is.
So we good with Sally's. I got a relationship that goes back 37 years.
We can go ahead and get sponsored for sure for the Sally's brand. We would love that. Cher said he needed to trim that facial hair. He would have had to break out the trimmers for that. Right?
I'm not paying him for this. It's like if Rob showed up to cut my hair, he got a trainee in tow. Like, I called you over here. Who is this?
I just don't understand it. All right. In the final scenes of this episode, let's go to the next, or the last, I should say. In the final scenes of this episode, Dr. Peppers and Pastor Cal stopped by to meet with Clint and Gina to discuss the status of their marriage. Dr. Pepper asked, did they watch the recommended movies?
No.
Driving Miss Daisy, and I forget the art of something. I forget what the other one was.
No, we didn't watch it. Well, why not? Because if Gina would have started talking to me like that old lady did in that movie,
it would have been a problem.
Y'all would have been over here for a whole other reason.
It would have been a whole problem. They both tell Dr. Pepper that they did not watch the movies, and she kind of got a little, lit on them. She was like, so what was the purpose of me being here last week? If anybody's not going to do what I told them to do.
I don't know. You should have been at home with your husband in the same house. That's where you should have been, Dr. Pepper.
I'm like, ugh.
You're calling yourself Dr. Pepper. You taste like Mr. Pibb.
She said, y'all ain't doing the work, beloved. Shout out to Iyanla. Fix my life. Or Iyanla. Fix my life.
That's another lady can't come around me.
I love Iyanla. I would love her. You can't because it's too strict for you.
It ain't strict. She will try to iron me out.
She will iron
I'll be the first person to kick her off get off my property.
Never. Not while I'm here. I love Iyanla.
Both of y'all get off here. Y'all can say whatever you want from the street.
Shout out to
Iyanla. You gotta fix your life, beloved. Well, you better get all that yelling out before 12 o'clock because it get hot out here, beloved. You got the right haircut for it.
Iyanla girl. Yes, I love
you. You got to do the work. You got to get to walking.
You would not do my Iyanla like this.
Dude,
I love her.
She come in here with the right attitude and with the right energy. We'll have a lovely time. But as soon as she start with that, hey, you got to do it.
Never that. Never
I said
that.
which.
The respect. We will have respect.
I don't know the lady. I don't gotta respect
for your
her.
elders. You gotta have respect for your elders. That's
how there's a lot of elders out here scamming people with bad advice and don't know what the hell they talk about. Just because you old, you know it.
She's the truth.
She ain't true to nothing.
You've never even watched one episode.
Exactly. I see through her lies from over here.
I love love Iyanla.
We gonna find out she
We
like.
need to come and get some intervention here.
Yo, y'all better stay over there with people with real problems like Wendy Williams or somebody. Leave me alone, lady.
She gonna say, "Get it out. I want you to get it out."
You better get off me.
Sit in this. Just sit in this for a second.
You gonna sit in it? Get your hands off me, yo.
I want you to let it out. Let it out. Just sit in it.
You don't get the hell out of here. Not here where I pay bills.
Not on my watch.
No, not on my property. This is Texas. You forgot where you came to film? You better get your...
You are welcome
She
here.
be right there on that curb. I'll be right here. Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, thank you, Walter, for all you said. I'm sorry, my internet nephew. Iyanla is the truth. I love her, too.
To be honest, I never watched her.
He's never watched it. He's just a trash
I just see
talker.
her in there talking. You be loving that. I don't like people like that.
I love her. You don't like nothing that's going to iron you out because you need a lot of straightening.
And it ain't happened yet.
I love her. Oh my God. One foot in front of another says, I'm with Pat on this.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Iyanla is nice and she's good.
You don't even know the lady.
She means well.
Everybody thought the same thing about Ellen, too, till we found out she run a slave camp over there.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Jesus. This is why
She got more problems than two people with 9,000 followers, subscribers. She got a whole lawsuit she's fighting. You leave me alone.
I like Ellen too. I don't know her, professionally. I've been trying to say nice things about everybody. This one here ready to tear everybody down and don't know a lick about what they do. They're just blindly talking.
I've seen enough.
Amani says Iyanla should be on Married at First Sight. I bet the ratings will go through the roof if they replace Dr. Pepper with Iyanla and kept Pastor Cal. There'll be a force to be reckoned with. Before with Pastor Cal with the glasses, Iyanla telling you to sit in it. You're gonna stay in this marriage. You're just gonna sit in it. Let it out. Let it out from here.
It's too long.
Let it out.
It's too many episodes with the same people. Iyanla's only good for one family at a time. Because after a while, they like, yo, this lady full of shit. All she did was read the notes we gave her. And she came in here and fake made up a story and got these people emotional, probably giving them shots before they film. And you know what else? And she never supported me. That's right. You're right. Leave these people alone, man.
Oh, and somebody said we need to replace Pastor Cal. Not Pastor Cal. I like him. If not for nothing, I'm not saying I agree with the advice he gives, but I just like Pastor Cal's energy. Like, I don't know. You know what? Does that make sense? He come in there.
Now. You gotta put in the work.
Beloved. And that's where Iyanla should come in.
No, Iyanla is too much.
All right. I'll leave Dr.
Iyanla, that lady in the neighborhood that got something to say about everybody and talk about everybody's problem, but then secretly heating people up for $100 here and there to pay a rent.
Who?
Iyanla.
Get out of here.
I ain't say that she's hurting for money. She's just that type of person.
No, how do you
talk
know?
About everybody else, but want to be quiet when she asking for help for herself. You ever heard anything bad about her? Because she ain't perfect. There you go. She hide her stuff.
Well, damn. Ari says, Cam, you need Iyanla's help too if you think Pastor Cal don't need to be replaced.
Shots fired.
There's something about Pastor Cal. I actually like him. You don't like Pastor Cal?
Not like you like him.
Not like that.
You gonna go on a guy or a girl's trip with Pastor Cal? Oh, he's gonna come and, give us the other perspective and really help us connect with our husbands back home. I bet he is.
Listen, Marina A says Cam like a Iyanla until she's the one who needs the eye.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the
You
clothes.
need to hold your husband. Be there and rub on him. Scratch his back. Nah, that bitch don't know what she talking about now. I gotta scratch somebody back.
Oh,
no.
God, no. Oh, I can't. All right, leave Iyanla. She innocent. Iyanla innocent. And so is Pastor Cal. Dr. Pepper's. I like Dr.
Glass
Peppers.
houses and stones, Iyanla. Glass houses and stones.
I like Dr. Peppers, believe it or not. I do. She's, you know,
You don't know.
she innocent.
Iyanla or Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Peppers.
I ain't.
Tiffany says, I like Pastor Cal before production start running the show. So, I mean, production is the reason behind most of this madness that we see here. All right, let's get into the next scene. Clint shares with Pastor Cal that the problem in their marriage is that there isn't a yearn for them to get physical with each other. Gina says she agrees with that. And then there's their personalities that are different. Clint may come off like the life of the party, but to her, his jokes are crass and just sometimes feels like secondhand embarrassment for her. That's tough. That's rough to say about somebody.
You might not feel this way if you took the stick out of your ass.
Yo, that was...
She's uptight all the time because she's got a failing salon, and this was her last-ditch effort to market it and get the numbers up in the shop, and it ain't working because we don't like you.
She also says she never felt like a wife for Clint because he never tried to pursue her.
So he can catch charges?
Thank you, Patrick. You have made yourself so cold and standoffish to the man.
And the victim.
How in the world would you expect him to approach you?
I believe Clint has gone above and beyond. I don't care what nobody say. Clint is going above and beyond. It may look fake at times, but I think that's just him.
It's like a dry sense of humor.
Yeah, he's just a little over the top. Gina's full of it, bro.
Gina also goes on to say that, Clint goes on to say he tries to do thoughtful stuff for her, like he cooks dinners, like he tried to bring that into there. Gina says, don't take this the wrong way, but I honestly feel like when you're making these dinners, you make these dinners for yourself because you like to cook and you watch cooking shows. That's
why you over there throwing the food in your gullet like one of them seagulls. Like you look like one of them fish at Bass Pro when they showing the video and they going up to the surface of them. Big old mouth swap around the food he cooked.
I couldn't believe when she says that he was cooking the dinner, but he wasn't cooking it specifically for her.
Oh, I wish you would have told me this earlier. I'd have made every one of my dinners one platers.
That's what I was about to say. How you was talking about the dinner wasn't for you.
You would have starved down to the weight you think you are.
He made enough for you to have some. So what do you mean it wasn't for you? You were just cooking 2 pieces of salmon, and you just happened to put it on a second plate?
That lady wouldn't get a bowl of cereal from me.
Oh my God. So my question is, or Clint says, sorry, before I ask you guys the question in the chat, Clint says he feels completely sidelined and doesn't know where all of this is coming from. Decision day is like 4 days away, and here she come with, Clint is this, Clint is weird, Clint is creepy. He's like, this is
because she been in Mac sheets.
My question for y'all
Mac
in the
done
chat.
got her high and knocked her off. He gave her the 420 special.
Clint says, or my question for y'all in the chat is, do you think Gina is salty with Clint? Still, you know that comment he made. So, do you think Gina is salty with Clint about the slender comment he made at the beginning of the season? That's why she's still trying to tear him down.
She's mad at Clint, but what she's really mad about is that she's not that person. That's all it is. That's why it hurt her so much. Because she want to be that skinny girl. But she's not bad either. She's not overweight, but she's not. Yeah. She's not where she want to be. Yeah. So she holds that comment against him. Yeah. Even though he never said nothing about her.
Isn't that awful? In the chat, Deborah says she's just like Kirsten, always changing the goalpost, especially to the experts. Amani says, I think she's jealous of him.
Yep.
Anita says, yes, she is still salty. Rhonda says Gina is just not happy with herself. One foot in front of the other says yes. Uh, Tiffany says yes, truly, with her invisible 26-inch waist. Okay, apparently her waist is 26 inches because she don't eat Clint's food. It's just an ungrateful statement. Like if Patrick said that to me, I would be like, in that moment, I hope you choke on the next plate of food that I make and you eat some of it, because that was that was very rude to sit here and say I didn't make the food for you, but you steady eating it. You know, that's very ungrateful.
You better not put another bite in your mouth to come from me.
Oh, that's so rude. So everybody's sounding off in the chat saying, yeah, they pretty much feel like she could still be salty. She just doesn't like Clint.
Yeah.
And she's just trying to play the go along to get along.
She didn't want to be the villain because her salon.
Yeah, and she wants new clients, and she wants to promote her business and blah 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 blah. So
but no redheads.
But that was the end of this week's episode. You said no redheads and no men. They can't cut men's hair either there. The salon, they only do wash and highlights, apparently. Wash, blow dry, and highlights. That's all I'm thinking.
And every color. Other Wednesday, they got their nail girl that comes by. You got to get an appointment.
Right. I don't know. So that was the end of this week's episode. Did it give everything it was supposed to have gave?
This show ain't gave nothing in 4 weeks.
This show ain't gave nothing since Gina and Clint got into it on their honeymoon. That's as far back I'm going.
Yeah.
The episode 2. Let me know in the chat. Also, did I miss anything that you guys wanted to discuss? We're 5 minutes over time right now. I always try to get us to just for an hour. But let me know. Deborah said they also do clip-ins. Don't forget that they do clip-ins, kid. Now, if you're over here offering clip-ins at a salon, that is so simple to do. It's a snap.
It sounds like just some girls that got together and rented out a space.
Yeah.
And they put in Gina's name. So now she's a business owner. That's what it sounds like.
Larisha says, no, I'm ready for the season to end. Me too. Good God. I'm ready for this to be over. I mean, this is punishment almost at this point.
Oh, yeah, the fake psychic, the Jasmine.
Oh, yes.
They ran from church to a psychic.
They go from the house of the Lord to the house of the devil. Tarot card reading, line palm reading. Like, I don't believe in any of that. Shout out to people who do respectfully. You know, I don't mean be disrespectful, but I'm not into that.
Respectfully disrespectful.
All the respect, but all the disrespect. I don't do any. I'm not into the card reading and the palm reading. I don't want you to tell me nothing that Jesus hasn't came and told me. You know, like, let the Lord speak to me. You know, when I think about Jesus, what he's done for me, I could dance. That's where I live.
You just look like Kirsten or Shaq right now. Just singing and having church by yourself.
Oh, my God. Deborah says, Solar Salon are booths that stylists rent out. We have several of them in Cali. Deborah, how about all of us put in and get a Solar Salon?
An investment team.
Let's all put
the
in
couples couch investment team.
Call them Couch Potatoes Salon. Everybody drop a 20 and let's come together and get a Solar Salon and be like Gina.
Let's go for it.
Mumsy says Clint is the life of the party and Gina isn't. She wants to be put on a pedestal and get all the attention. Yep. And Clint doesn't care about her salon. All facts. I see no lies told, Mumsy. You told the truth.
And she's insecure. I'm not insecure. That's insecure.
That is what the epitome of what insecure is.
Call me insecure.
Oh, good grief. Okay. Cher says I only watch so I know what you two are talking about. I only watch so I can tell y'all what I'm talking about. I
only watch because Kamara come out there and put it on when I can't go nowhere. So let me get halfway through a Madden game and then start it. Boop. Then I gotta go. Like, yo.
We're almost to the end. We're almost home. Next week looks like Mac is coming to share how he slid in Gina's DM. I also saw a clip where some dude is trying to, no pun intended, Mac to
Oh my
Jasmine
God.
about him having a 740. I had to ask Patrick, what the heck is a 740? He's like, it's a BMW. So he would have never caught me with that because I'd been like, a what?
If Jasmine go for that, then go back to dancing in front of a dude that don't like you. You deserve it all.
Right. Like the dude over here showing his
What
car
dude
keys.
does it? Yo, I got this 740 outside.
Right. Like, who cares?
You gonna let me drive it to go pick up another dude? Like,
Right.
what? I don't care.
I just think it's ridiculous. And that's as much as I saw that anybody would probably care about, even though we really don't. That's
Why
what's
do
to
girls
come.
care what guys? Do you think he gonna let you drive it?
No, but I think it's supposed to be like, oh, he has money. Maybe that's the mindset behind it. If he has an expensive car, and that goes back to this is why every person should have their own. Honestly, so you don't have to be worried about what somebody can.
You
buy
know what that come from? That come from people searching. All right. You think because he got a 740, he got money, but that's because you don't know how money really works.
Yeah, because that's just
the
a
problem.
large bill to me when I
Yeah.
hear you say you got a 740, I guess, a BMW.
Right, and somebody who could truly afford an expensive car is not gonna then use that car to try to be like stunt. They realize like
Yeah.
me just being able to have this and really afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it is. You can
Yeah.
trick people that don't know.
People who aren't used to expensive
Yeah,
items.
you like I got this out in the park. Like you got $1,200 worth of car payments.
That's what it sounds like to me. What you eating for lunch?
I've been to the dealership and
Yeah.
we've ran the numbers. I know what you're paying.
Blazing Saddle says he got a 740 from 1995.
Yeah. It got a tick because the transmission is 300 miles from blowing out. So he bought it for $7,000 from some We Finance Here shop.
Before I let y'all go, I just want to ask really quickly in the chat. Sorry, Shannon, I just thought about this real fast. Do you guys think Gina and McKinley would make a good couple? I just thought about that. Mind you, McKinley
No.
lives in that room, in that
No.
basement.
No.
And-
But remember we said he might have money. He might be saving his money because he moves.
Oh, yeah, we did.
An entrepreneur and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And the further away
We're
you
getting
get...
a lot of no's in the chat.
Yeah, the further away you get away from it, you're like, yo, that was cap.
All cap. I don't trust it.
This dude got a drug charge for a dime bag of weed, says he's in the weed business now.
Now, you know what? I can't. Everybody's saying no. They don't think that they would make a good couple. One foot in front of the other gave the best answer. I don't freaking care. That's where I'm at, too. I live in that moment with you. Like, I don't care if they do make a good couple.
Gina doesn't have a person. She got the personality of a sea bass. And the face of one, too.
You know what? So, I don't know if they would even really connect, but, stranger things have happened, so more to come, right?
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Unfortunately, we got like 2 or more episodes before the season's
And then,
over.
they're going to drag out the reunion show. We just need to all just watch those shows as a binge and then just come back and talk about them. Like, I need Married at First Sight to just put this series on Netflix.
No.
And then we just binge it. And I would just watch the ending.
Netflix-
That's all I would watch.
Netflix is like, we don't want that garbage.
And just to share with y'all, I'm finding Married at First Sight to be a super snooze fest. What I'm into right now, the shows I'm into right now, y'all can let me know if y'all are interested in these too, is Vanderpump Rules.
No.
That show is so hot right now about the scandal that's happening with Sandoval and where you going? No, don't leave.
No, don't
leave.
leave.
No. And then the other show that just dropped yesterday is the Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story that just dropped on Netflix yesterday. I'm all into that. I think it has 6 episodes. I'm already on episode 3.
Bridgerton, is that other one where everybody walking around black, white, and Hispanic acting like nobody's a race?
But they're now giving the stories about that because I remember you had pointed that out.
Like you.
Now that's what they're talking about.
Fantasy land where everybody get along and don't nobody look at nobody sign.
But they did because that's what they're talking about now.
Oh.
So it looks like they may have evolved at that point in the first Bridgerton, but they're showing that
how
type
they
of,
got there. Okay, that
Yeah.
make more sense.
Yeah, it was. I cannot wait to finish Queen Charlotte.
Who was showing this utopia of people back in Queen of France days? Like, this is not how it was. They lost me right there. Like,
so
this
good.
is historically inaccurate. I don't want to watch it.
So those are the two things I'm into. I know probably a lot of people aren't into the Bravo network. They have all those, Vanderpump Rules and Real Housewives of Atlanta starts back next week, which I will be glued to the TV for that. So they have a lot of those shows. Summer House.
We're not reviewing none of it.
I'm into Summer House.
Tomorrow review by itself.
Patrick won't review these things with me, so I just have to enjoy them quietly by myself and not be able to share with you guys. But it's
you can go on a girls trip and binge all these shows.
All right, but I won't hold you guys. I won't hold you guys any longer. I just wanted to tell you what shows are very interesting right now. If you're looking for something good to watch, check out Queen Charlotte on Netflix and Vanderpump Rules. It's insane.
NBA playoffs are going on right now. NHL playoffs, if you
we don't
can't
care about
catch
that.
it.
No.
You don't care about little Vanderpump. You watching these fake people and they fake stories talk about real world.
It's happening. It's real world. They're effective.
On a set.
I do not watch Love Island at all. NTR says on second thought,
yes,
if you watch
UK
the Black
looks
Summer
so
House, let me know. I plan to watch that when they're on. I forget the area they said that they're going to be in, but that starts next week too. I think that's going to be good. Everyone, be sure to hit the like button while I got you. Hit the like button real quick before we go, please, and also subscribe if you haven't already, or turn on your notifications so you don't miss a beat when we upload new videos. Couch Potatoes, I thank you so much. But thank you, Nikki. She says VPR has always been lit. That is Vanderpump Rules for you. I just smile and then turn into a frown. But I want to give the Couch Potatoes a shout out, like Shannon just did.
104 years old, trying to run all these 50-year-olds trying to be 30-year-olds' lives. Like, oh, that's horrible. Like,
listen,
who in the hell is this witch of the West
to answer
sitting in a chair with this old, what's that servant
Lisa.
boy? She got this like 92 himself.
Lisa and her husband you talking about?
The servant?
There's no servant. You're thinking about Southern Charm.
Same thing.
Patricia is her name.
Yeah, with her
but
man-child
he
servant.
had a stroke or something.
Hell yeah, she's been running him like a slave
or
for
he had something happen medically.
93 of his 97 years. You ain't supposed to be serving people that old.
Southern Charm is another good one. It is
even Jeffrey got to retire.
It's another good one. But I wanted to answer Larisha. She asked about. See, you threw me off, Patrick. She asked about, what was it? Let's see.
Bridgerton, that's how it should have been, I think.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't about Bridgerton. It was about Love and Death on HBO Max. We've already reviewed that. It's really Candy. Remember, they're coming out with a new Candy, but they're calling it Love and Death? Because remember you saw the trailer for it and you're like, doesn't that look like the Candy? We've already reviewed essentially that same thing, but they're calling it something different. It was Candy with Jessica Biel that we reviewed, and now they're creating a Love and Death. Seems just like a different spin to it. So, all right, that's all I got. You don't want to watch it and
see the difference?
You want to review that one again?
Maybe they tell it from Candy's friend's point of view, the one that got chopped up.
I don't know. We probably should look into it.
Her ghost came back and said, "Nah, that ain't how that shit happened."
We probably
Paramount, y'all want my story? Let me tell you what really happened. The bitch never made it to Target. She over there chopping me up.
We will probably look into that. Good point. Okay, good point. I'll look into how Love and Death is, and then we'll see if we'll go ahead and do a review. Also, I want you guys to be on the lookout for Is You Cool With Blank in Your Marriage or Relationship? Volume 2 is coming soon in 2 weeks. So gear up for that, 2 weeks. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit or go to our channel and find volume 1 of Is You Cool With. It is really good. All right. I thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see everyone next week for another episode of Let's Chat with Cam and Pat and our Couples Couch Review.
And if y'all want Cam to go on the Vegas trip, Then buy our merch so I can buy my ticket too.
Bye, y'all. See you next week. You got it? You're a mess. You are such a mess. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you.